this without my glasses.
Stretch it. You could.
Oh, jeez. So, no, they're just small guys. He's a music producer. A music. Oh, I thought you meant like a movie.
No, music, big time.
Wow.
Not at all, everybody. So, because, you know, maybe my brother can help. I'm not the best. I love this guy. I have him on Super 8 video, Super 8 film down. I have it. I got to transfer all my stuff. And he laughed, so I spent a week there with him. We cracked up. We were good friends. Turned me on to his brother, so I went to, second time I went out, I called him ahead of time. So listen,
Hey, Matt.
this is odd. I said, oh no, here's how I found him.
Oh,
Down
Matthew.
there again. And he's so busy. We have to do his call.
Batman.
With three of the top studios. Roberto there. Oh no, he's at Lions here.
To
Oh, he's over at Westlake.
restart the whole program.
All these things.
So I don't know if you just want to not use it.
Did you ever get to meet him?
What?
Did you ever get
So
to
I called him up. I said, listen, Bertha, somebody sent on a musician up, but I know your brother Carlos. He told me to call you. Oh, Carlos. I said, yeah, listen, I'm in town, and I'd like to meet you. I'm going to use a bit of Studio Baggies. He goes, all right, fine. Meet me at he was at the studio where the Carpets used to record. He was doing
in LA or in Orange County? Yeah, very good.
It's getting very dark in here. Am I dying?
During the session, you hang out with me. You're my sister. Come on. So I went over there, and this is the first time I saw a different type of, totally different than my habits. Like he had two kids, young kids with a wife in the Sherman Oaks area up there somewhere. Encino over there somewhere. And so then he goes, listen, tomorrow I'm doing Janet Jackson. Why don't you meet me at Solar? Yeah, no problem. So now I'm hanging out with him, Earth, Wind and Fire. He's with everybody. He's got, and then the guys he brought in, all the studio cats that they use. A lot of them were in Vaquero, Toto's band. Those guys were like
Jeff Vaquero.
yeah, all those guys. They did a lot of session work besides having their band. They were top dogs out there. So I must have spent 2 weeks with him, and it was funny because 5 o'clock, shut the session down. We're doing my Porsche. We're going home. Go to his house. Wife delightful, food on the table, kids are there, and he's the kind of guy who knows how to shut it off. Okay, we're going back 9 o'clock, and we go. But he was very disciplined of that family thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was really like, and he had the clout to do it. So that was, and then I took a ride down to Vegas to see, who was down there? Steve was down there, living in Vegas. And when I got there, I drove to that valley, drove from LA, drive. You know, when you let someone else drive, you're not comfortable, your heart's going because you feel the car going off the road. So freaking out. So I get there, and over there in Vegas, of course, it's gambling everywhere. Everywhere is gambling. So just getting gas in the car. And there's a slot machine like on the sidewalk and inside. So for the help, I throw water in, I pull it, and I'm walking out, all of a sudden, bells start going. Right? You want the Jaguar, you want a Jaguar.
Oh, geez.
I'm just traveling, right? And because it was around Thanksgiving, the guy comes up from the place and listen, you also want a free turkey. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with a turkey, right? So I said, I have to meet a girl. I have to meet a girl. So I met a girl. She cooked everything for me.
You're walking around with a turkey.
With a turkey and the money.
Who's going to do the
And
introduction?
How much money? How much money?
Well, this is what's weird about it. She
You're leaving me in the dark here, Matt.
and her boyfriend was Jay Messina.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
really?
not weird.
I was wondering. I thought it was dying.
Boyfriend. You get that back to
Yeah,
when you were
much
back
better.
in Europe. I'm gonna call Jay right now.
He was a floating head.
And that's how.
Yeah, but you knew Jay, didn't you?
Okay.
And I knew, but then I met her, the Rascals.
Oh.
Not the ones out here. The Dino Danelli, the drummer, lived in
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Bugatti and those guys.
Yeah. So guy I knew from here, and also record with him, but Dino Dinelli
Yeah, I know
lived in
Dino.
right by Central Park. He was in a band called Photomaker at the time.
I
And,
met him a bunch of times.
So it was just interesting. This path and these travels was always tied to selling. Just like I told you the other day about Kurt Nellinger at what was the lumber yard, Van Ness in Pequannock. Who would think he discovered the cars?
Mhm.
He was there with me. I was talking to him in the office. I was picking up lumber for the houses. And all these people were peppered somehow in the area. And we were so young. We were having so much fun. Just learning the business. So it was a lot of people.
Well, you saw everything with Michael, with my friend, right?
Yeah, it was something.
Father was the president of RCA Records, signed Elvis and Bowie and
Yeah, they're all around. All these
the Guess Who. But the funny thing is, you talk to Michael, how I met him. He was the chairman of the board for CB Richard Ellis,
right.
heavy hitter. And we met through, I built an Italian restaurant in Closter, in the mall.
Yeah.
I did the whole mall, but in particular, I did this one that's very popular in the area, the Wheaties. And he'd hang out there. So the owner's son and I hit it off, and he's like, oh, I want you to meet my friend Michael. You guys talk a lot alike, and you used to be in a band, you guys would hit it off. And I felt like I met him and I knew him instantly. He's older than us. He's like 73 right now, 74. He grew up in Franklin Lakes.
Right.
Right, and he used to go fish
In
and
charge?
Yeah, but it's
he wasn't far from us.
weird.
What is that, the gimbal? Yeah, so he's telling me stories about how, remember Nielsen?
Did you get into the zoo?
Can live.
He's a talented guy.
Yes.
I know Nielsen back the days when he did that concert record.
It's only for
My Arrow.
Honestly, since everybody's kind of
Nielsen
apart
was
anyway.
buddy with
Yeah.
Lennon and Mickey from the Monkees and Alice Cooper. They called
It would have
them.
been cool
That
if
was the real
everyone in
Hollywood
one space,
vampires.
but
That was their but that was for partying all the time. We used to sleep at Michael's house,
Something
pass
else you
out.
gotta master, that's all.
Because I don't think we need this.
Okay.
Everyone's in different spots.
Alright.
Alright, so the stream is up and running. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. That's going out there, okay.
Just
so who's gonna start us off? Who's
So Groove, we're gonna have to lead the whole conversation, Groove.
I can lead the
Give me
conversation.
1 second before you
Do
start.
you want to have an
Like the
intro?
coffee's is like.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If, what about the intro?
Groove.
It's going straight to
You
me.
want me to intro?
Yeah, you're gonna have to open up. The show opens. and
Okay.
you're
What's the last name of the? I know it's Tom and Steve, right?
Tom,
Yes.
Steve, April.
Tom, Steve, and April.
Oh, he's asking about last name.
Oh, last name, Safiati.
Safiati.
Yes.
Safiati.
Safiati.
It's like Socrates.
Yes. So you admit, now remember, you can't have stalls because Kate's
No,
switching
that,
live.
I'm.
So as they're answering you, and she's gonna switch as you call different names. She'll get on those cameras.
Just talk and I'll cut it
You
for
will
him.
be.
She'll
You
cut
will.
it, but you gotta keep the conversation going.
You will be impressed.
You have everyone at the kitchen table. You're
No awkward silences.
Yeah,
no
no
awkward
No
silences.
awkward
Yeah.
silences. Okay.
Jeez.
No pressure. Don't worry.
Satyati.
with an F, Saf.
Safiati. That's it.
Safiati.
Safia.
Hey, you know what?
Yes.
Scoot the 2 chairs a little further over so you
Over
can hide in the shadow.
here.
Let's get the
And
cool
then
background
here.
going.
How's this?
We're gonna do it. We're gonna frame this thing up nice.
All right. How's
And
that?
then, so your camera is it's the green
That one right down there.
Yeah,
on the
you guys
monitor?
Have already,
Yep.
already spotted it. Okay. So yeah, scoot a little further if you can. If you got room over there.
Over here. I just don't want to hit the mic. Oh. Is that better?
Yeah. That's right.
And then should I kind of stay at an angle, is like a little facing?
The more that way, because your light's coming from there.
Okay.
So.
So like
Yeah.
that.
Something like that.
you want.
You want to lay down and have my dish? Want to put this on it?
Ah, you know what? Yeah. Now we're cooking.
Ah, okay.
Now we're cooking. Still figuring out where you got things hidden around here.
Yeah, we got a full setup here.
Oh,
All right.
Brian, you got this too.
Who's
Yeah.
groove introing first?
You got Tom and Steven and you? Enough light?
Am I a little too dark? Or am I in? Oh, thanks.
Lighten up, Francis.
Why did half the lights turn on? Hang on one second.
Put some more lights up for you.
This shirt make me look fat.
There you go. That's good right there.
Where's my makeup?
So the key is, everyone, as you're getting called, you're gonna have to really keep it, no pauses. I don't care, whatever, you just have to have diarrhea to the mouth. Gotta keep it going. Talk about, keep the conversation, your viewpoints, even if it doesn't make sense. You gotta make it like a real thing. You got that, April?
Yep,
You're allowed
got
to make
that.
a hard turn.
Yeah, you
Ah,
gotta
okay.
Absolutely.
introduce your guitar playing, so I'll play it with the monks used to listen to, talk about it.
Yeah, you guys introduce April.
Streaming is on, it's all good.
Should be.
Am I supposed to have headphones on?
Oh, you're doing the headphones, they gave you the program.
I got those.
You're not plugged in though.
And then
You hear
I
nothing.
plug into down here, right? Yes.
Not that one.
Right. Yeah, you can't see it. Oh, sorry. Okay.
This is gonna be, if you click vocal 1, that's gonna be your own mic
Okay.
and grooves. Electric guitar is gonna be, there's like April's playing guitar,
Mhm.
so I'm assuming you'll want that pretty low.
Okay.
But that should be good.
All right.
The only problem is we can only connect one headphone to that, Brian.
What?
You can only get one
Oh,
headphone.
that's not the dual. Oh, that's interesting.
Actually,
You can borrow it, right? Bring it over? Plug it right in for Tom. Give Tom his own module. We have the technology, we have the investment here.
I hope so.
you're gonna have to give me.
Hey, so you got nylon there?
Yeah.
Strings on there.
Yeah. And of course, speak up, everybody, all right? Talk with conviction, don't be shy, speak up.
Confidence. Confidence is key.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you
So you
swap
can see everybody, Kate?
headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I got everything framed up pretty good.
Nice,
I'm gonna use your logo coming in.
great.
Do you want me to give a count? Do you want me to correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Groove, she's gonna count it in.
You got it.
Can you hear me, Groove?
Yes?
Cool. Let me know when you guys are ready, and I'll get to counting.
I'm ready.
Matt will give us the final, ready to go. You give us the all clear, Matt, after you set up Tom with his cans. See if you hear on that, Tom and Steve, make sure you guys hear each other. There's your, it'll show you the mix, if you wanna adjust something, you have master volume, and then you have all the other players.
Yep, this is your master volume. Vocal 1 is gonna be the vocals. This will control that, and then electric guitar right now is where the guitar's coming from.
Got it. Hello, hello, hello.
And where should the mic be, above them? Get a Y cable?
Huh?
Get a Y cable? In the, Survivor get a
Yeah.
Y cable, I saw a Y, put another 58 on top, just with a Y cable on the same line. This is what I love about this, thinking on your feet,
What's that?
love thinking on your feet, I love this kind of pressure, this is great.
I don't hear where it's going.
Oh no, this is big, this is gonna be.
Stream of consciousness.
No, this,
Take one.
you'll be surprised how this might stop the problems over in Iran tonight.
Stop it all.
Yeah, because
We're opening the Strait of Hormuz. Let's go. Come on. I need the gas prices, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not allowed to be
it's not
political.
related, really.
I can't be
It's not related,
political.
really.
I'll lose my
You just want to sit
501(c)(3).
relax.
Now let's get political. Let's get political.
Let's say something.
Oh, say something.
How come I'm muffled in here? Like really muffled. I can hear him.
Because the mic's by him.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you kind of.
talent.
I'm gonna give you,
I
I'm
get
gonna do
this.
one. I'm gonna split it right now.
No why, but I'll just do another mic.
Okay?
I can't deal with this. Look at it. Mine is money, pal.
Sorry, Miss Spears, it's very unusual that Matt takes this long.
Matt,
Terrible. Not gonna
How
look good
dare
on your
you.
resume, pal.
There we go.
I don't
No, the
know how
reason
to
why they
stand
can't
up.
hear you is because they want to hear me.
Ah.
Yeah.
it's the it's the son that speaks for the father.
Go ahead, knock yourself out. You're the one who wants to do voiceover, not me. I had my day in the sun.
So construction.
Yeah, this is gonna be-
Oh, wait.
How's that, man? You ask, it appears. Don't knock your
Seek
teeth
and you
out.
shall find.
Ooh,
Watch
he's
out,
getting
that's
the
tight,
noise
so it doesn't
filter.
kick out, knock some of your teeth out.
What's that?
You're getting the noise filter.
And we can hook up the harmonizer?
Well, we'll get into, when we get into the review, we'll decide what effects we'll put on later in post. Me and Kate will discuss that, because Kate has some good ideas on that.
No.
Draco, where are you hiding?
No, you plugged it.
I'm right here.
Come here. Look what I built here.
Yeah. Kate builds the ultimate stuff, man. On the fly, I love it. No mercy, quit.
So what, you're producing now? You don't chime in?
Well, I might jump in and surprise you. We'll see how
You
this
might
goes.
have to.
We got a triple.
Brother Brian, let's go.
We got a double.
April.
Siblet.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Not bad, right?
Really good.
Yeah.
So come up on him with your transition.
April, that's plugged into the
Then
fourth
cut to them. Hit
thing?
pictures April.
Uh,
Cut to April.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we go to the three box.
Okay.
Let me see April.
April is drummer.
Oh, yeah.
Got nothing.
How professional
not-
are
And
we
April,
going?
you know to
It's
look
not
in the
connected.
camera, right,
This
April?
is a trash
Yes.
The camera, you know where to look, right?
I'm also sharing the mic with my guitar, so I
Up,
might
and
have
up
to
to the
bend that.
camera, look.
can. Do you want to move that trash can?
Yeah, move that trash can, April. It's
Yeah,
not
I'll go-
pretty
I'll
in
go
the
for it.
shot.
Okay.
Hold on, she's gonna come get it.
You got
Watch your head, watch your head over there. You crawl
Oh.
under the thing. You know, bang your head on the mic stand.
I can take this whole
It's an
thing
obstacle
right
course.
down.
Black on black. Watch your steps. Black on black.
There you go.
Black and white?
In other words, I don't have yellow jackets here. I usually have the yellow wire
Oh,
hires.
cables?
Mm.
Take a moment to tie
Mine
my
are black.
shoe
See,
down.
mine are black because the yellow
Yeah.
just didn't look good, but it really should be the yellow. Watch it.
That's an OSHA violation,
I know. I know. Well, you can mention that.
Bring you up on charges.
Wow, that just got really loud.
Because I project.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, I like the effect already.
Keep talking in your mic.
Hello. Siblings.
Talking in your mic now.
Okay. How's this one?
That's good.
You
You
shouldn't have
guys
to
like-
turn your head like that, though.
No, I'm just gonna move back. Hold on.
Hey Matt, what number
Yours
are
should
they
be
on my
somewhat equal volume.
headset?
He already wants to turn us down.
He doesn't like us.
Okay.
I love even how the splash screen. You couldn't get the other monitor to come on. Huh? Matt,
I did at one point.
but you saw that yesterday. And And give Pastor Group more light on his chest and his head,
The number.
or maybe dim the lights a little.
But for us,
No, for I'll look at everybody in a second.
All the vocals are in the
Make
same
sure the light balance.
number.
That looks good.
Yeah,
That's
he's
good.
very well lit.
They're good. It's just
April
April's.
looks good.
We'll just dim April's room so it's
One,
more, not
two,
so bright.
one, two. All right.
That's
Yeah.
Bruce.
hello,
Just a
hello.
little bit.
Isn't
Or change
that-
the color in there.
Is our mic a little bit better?
Yeah.
Give April a
Volume.
Yeah,
tint of
It's a
color.
little lower.
Yeah.
Mine?
No, I'm just saying.
See your scope here? Is that cool?
Yeah, I like that.
This is weird.
The
It's got a weird
frequencies
effect
and all.
on it.
What
Ah,
do you mean?
I don't know, it's
I got cataracts, dude. You're blinding me.
That's what I wanted to see, like I said.
That's better, thanks.
See the school, and that's what
It's like staring into the sun.
We should be good.
once it's-
S-U-N.
Once we have a master, it's really good.
Once we've got a groove going. Yeah.
Okay.
Could you, Matt, just set up a little color on April? He's kind of bright. Just give him some mood on him. He's kind of bright. And gives him the white guitar with the pink string. That's cool.
I'm afraid it's gonna change all the rooms.
Oh.
Yes,
ooh,
Oh, that-
ooh, ah.
I feel like a Smurf.
There's no room specific?
Nope.
No.
The blue thing is nice on the guitar.
The blue is nice.
Blue does look nice on the guitar. It's alright, we'll work with what we got
Yeah, well,
today.
I'm just saying.
Now we know a few things
Yeah, this is
to work on.
this is the things that we figure out what
Yeah.
they need to be. That's the whole.
It changes all of
Maybe
them?
Get a little less indirect light. Is that any better?
Let's see April's face.
Oh wait, actually. By chance, this one light stayed blue.
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't know if that's
Wow.
any.
Put it on his face.
It's behind him.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? Hold on, I have an idea. What's one of those ones?
just
Oh
that.
gosh, I have to go through the gauntlet again.
Black on black. Watch out, black on black.
Where are you going?
Slide.
Maybe dim the lights, not even change the color.
It's gonna do all of them.
What?
It's gonna dim everything.
Well, maybe it won't be at one down. Just his groove is washed out a little bit, and April's washed out a little bit. The blue helped out.
How about that?
Yeah. Good. It's good. It's cool. The purple makes the pink strings jump out, like fluorescent strings.
And the strings?
You want to either put a different fixture to April's head, so when you see him on camera, he looks up.
Want a fixture on the head?
So when he talks,
I'm gonna have
The
to
last
bend
time I'm
my
going
head
through. Now that's Matt's side of the room, this is my.
I was gonna say, tune that thing.
Now we should be good. Assuming everything is good with you guys.
how's Lucy Groove's face?
I'm good.
Tom and Lucy
I'm
better.
good.
Lucy looks better now.
Should
much
I
better.
record this in Pro Tools?
What?
Should I record the
Yeah.
Pro Tools session?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, we want it all. 5-card Monty, man. Everything full throttle. Full pressure, man. This is it. We're on an island. The world's trying to find us. They're gonna know where we are now.
There might be a metronome in your.
Yeah, I got a click track.
Can we
Just gotta-
X-nay on the? I got ADHD.
Which one is it?
It's called Click.
All right, I'll see if I can turn that down.
Yeah, if we had a
And then turn it down.
if we had a fly in here, it'd be over. Attention deficit.
I think we fired the fly swatter last week.
All right, got it.
good?
All right, everybody, we're good.
We're
All
good.
right, we're good.
Roll 'em.
Gonna count down past the groove, right?
You got it.
We're coming out to you.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, white. Go for it.
Good evening, everyone. How are you today? We're here today and at the Brock Stealth Studios, and I will be doing an interview today with Tom and Steven Safiati. And from what I understand, they brought their own guitar player in named April. Now, our subject is going to be we're going to be speaking about construction and religion and how the two coincide or can relate to one another. I'm going to be asking some questions. I'm your host. I'm going to give you my AKA Pastor Groove. And with their guitar player, that I don't know if this guy hangs around with them or follows them around to construction sites or whatever, but he's around playing guitar for them, and maybe he's entertainment for the crew or whatever he may be. I haven't had the privilege of being introduced to him yet. He was kind of, just sprung in, and here he is, and he's going to play guitar also. So anyway, let me ask my first question. It's open to either Tom or Steven. And my question, and I'll make the relation afterwards, but my question is this. What is the most important thing concerning construction when you're first coming into a site and you're going to build something? What is the primary thing?
In terms of the structure itself, it's the foundation. It's the earth. It's the footing. The
Interesting.
basis. The base.
The basis. Now, is that a standard thing?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so there's a benchmark standard, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and there's measurements for any construction too. You have to use measurements, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not, how would you say, existential or subjective.
Oh no, it's very definitive.
It's very, very absolute. True?
Absolutely.
Wow. So you got to have a standard in which there is a measurement in order to erect something that is stable, that can withstand, weather, maybe, a certain amount of earthquake or, fire or whatever. It's got to be a stable building, right?
Absolutely.
According to benchmark standard. Interesting. Of outward, or not subjective, but absolutely objective, right?
Correct.
Interesting. I want to relate that to something that our Lord and Savior said. He said to Peter, he said, I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. He also said that he who hears my word and does it is like a man who built his house upon a foundation of stone, a secure foundation. And he who hears my word and doesn't do it builds his house upon sand, that when the storm comes and beats up against the house, because it is not built on a foundation, it falls. And great is the fall of that foundation. And I say all this just to make this point, that unless there is a foundation, like you just described in building, that is strong, which I'm relating to the word of God, that when God says something, it's sure, and you can take it to the bank and you can build on it, and know that even if the storms of life hit, it is not going to fall because it was built upon a solid rock. Isn't that interesting, gentlemen, how that comes together?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me just make this other point, and then I'll go to my next question. The point of the building. See, a lot of people say, "Well, Jesus was a carpenter, you know, and he was building cabinets, and he was, you know, using hammers and nails and stuff like that." Interesting fact. Over in the land where he was at the time, things were and houses were made of stone. Jesus was a builder. He wasn't a carpenter. That's just something that came down through tradition and stuff. He worked with wood. He wasn't a woodworker. If anything, and there might be some feedback or controversy from this, he was a mason. He was a builder. He was an architect. And also he related himself as being the cornerstone. Now, I don't mean to throw you guys off. If I said to you, in building a building, right, and what is the purpose of the cornerstone of the building?
It's the strongest support.
Ha 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 ha! You guys should be theologians. Amazing. The strongest point. Isn't it also the stone? Is it or the place whereby the everything else is measured from? Like it's where you would use the plumb line.
Yeah, it defines the outline of the building. Absolutely.
Wow. Now how does the foundation relate to the height of a building?
Well, the higher you want to go, the stronger the foundation has to be built. The wider it has to be built.
Wow. That is awesome. And what kind of things have you guys been involved with as far as building is concerned?
I built malls. I built stadiums. Giant stadium I was involved in.
Wow.
Quite a few malls around the area. Restaurants. Retail stores. Schools. Yeah, I've been building for over 50 years.
Wow. What goes on in the building of a stadium? I just find that, like, are these enclosed stadiums?
It's MetLife Stadium, where the Giants and Jets play.
Oh my gosh! And what kind of
Tons of concrete and steel.
concrete and steel? And
Yeah.
what's the roof?
It's wide open.
It's a wide open. Oh, it's
Sure.
a stadium.
It's a freestanding structure.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to do with like installing like bleachers? Are you the general contractor, or are you the hired by a general contractor?
We were hired by a general contractor on that. We did all the millwork in the stadium, all the finishes.
All the finishes.
Yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. What about regular house? You build regular houses.
Thousands.
too?
Right down the street, my dad and I built thousands on Sand Road here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thousands of houses.
Oh, yeah. Most of Fairfield.
That is absolutely amazing. Thousands. And I have to ask, what is the finances behind in building something like, the MetLife Stadium?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I wouldn't even know. I know my portion of it.
Ballpark.
Just on the millwork alone, the finishes, I had 75 men there, and we did. It was just a labor only to install millwork, and it was 5.4 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So now, not only now I want to bring the relationship in between why I even asked about finances, and how that relates to, what we spoke about before as far as foundation is concerned. That the way to build the structure is that you have to have a standard, you have to use measurements. It's not something that's subjective. It's something that's very objective, measured. And then I got into cost, because religiously, or there, especially in the realm of Christianity, did you know that there was a cost that was paid for the building of the church, which is made up not of the structural building that you see on every street corner, but of the building material that it takes to build a church, is what the Apostle Peter had called living stones. That the church is built on people. People that God has chosen to bring into his family through the process of redemption. And that redemption was a price that he paid for to buy them back from the control of course, sin and so on and so forth. And if I just may ask you, not to put anybody on the spot, but just to see your opinion, what do you think was the price that was paid for the redemption of humanity?
Christ on the cross.
Yeah.
All right, you guys you're the theologians, because you can and you see the relationship too, right?
Absolutely.
Right. So here is, you're building a building, and people are investing in that building to make that structure secure and safe for the public to come into, and they invest a lot of money into that. And here it is, our Lord and our Savior, by command of his Father, and Jesus in obedience to his Father, gives all to build his house, made up of people who at one time were lost and now they're found. Just like the old hymn says, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved some a wretch. But some of us who like, to be a little more theologically correct, who saved someone like me. But wretch is good, because I was a wretch, but I'm not a wretch anymore. Thank God for his saving abilities. Now, let me ask you a question. Was there any situations that you guys have ever come into where you came in and did a demolition and then had to demolish a building and then build it up again?
Definitely. Yeah, lots of times. So just knocking down something to build straight from the foundation, building it all the way back up again.
Would you use the old foundation?
No.
No.
Wow. So how do you tear up an old foundation that's made of brick and mortar? Well, not even brick, but block and mortar, let's say.
No, it's done with heavy machinery. It's a painstaking effort. Actually, it's done in sequences. It's not done in one shot.
Wow.
It's phased, so it's safe.
And is the same hole, I don't know what else to call it except a hole, used?
No, after your demo, you have to get down to virgin soil.
My gosh. How do you do that? If there's a hole there,
You keep going.
you dig it deeper?
You go down it. Yeah, you go down until you hit something stable.
So does that make the basement area of whatever the structure is deeper?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's absolutely amazing. What kind of was it a house or a building?
We've done all of it. We've done houses. We've done huge buildings, and we've underpinned in New York in brownstones and big buildings there, multi-level buildings.
Brownstone, they're old buildings, right?
Oh yeah.
So you've torn down brownstones and then rebuilt.
Correct.
Okay. so in, let's say in New York. So you've done a lot of work in New York.
New York, New Jersey, actually all over the country.
Okay. Have you ever been involved in a skyscraper building?
Mid-rise,
A mid-rise.
right.
Okay. How many?
10 stories.
10 stories. Wow. From the foundation up, let's
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, from the ground up.
Let me ask you this question, and I'm sure you remember, the Twin Towers and their destruction, what happened there. Are you guys of the opinion or observation as being builders and probably seeing all the footage and so on and so forth, are you guys thinking it was a conspiracy? Did the planes really hit them? Were they holograms? What's your opinion on that situation?
It definitely happened. I mean, for sure. I think that people just go to conspiracy theories to try to kind of figure out just like truth in a way. And it's very hard to justify a conspiracy theory when something so tragic happens.
Interesting. Now, would you say, and this is going to get a little controversial, would you say that conspiracy theories start in the realm of subjective thinking? Or are they based upon evidential facts?
No, it's subjective. It fits an agenda.
Oh, I like you guys. I really like that.
It fits personal agendas. It fits political agendas. It fits slants.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier to deal with fiction than it is to deal with reality sometimes.
Wow. That is, you guys are, do you preach on Sunday morning? I want to be there. I seriously want to be.
I preach to him. That's it.
You preach to him. That would be your son.
Yes.
Stephen. Stephen, how old are you?
I am 26.
You're 26. Wow, you're a youngin', man. Wow. Wow. And may I ask you, Father,
Mm-hmm.
what is your age?
I'm 66.
Wow, you got 2 years on me there, brother.
Oh, geez. I'm the oldest. No, wait. He's the oldest guy in the room.
Who's that? Oh yeah, that would be our
Brian.
our
He's got me by a couple of months.
a couple months.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been friends since the 5th grade.
Oh my gosh, you got any stories?
Oh,
I got.
you better
I
get the
got
mic
stories.
on him.
I got stories. I've only known that man for just about under 20 years.
Stories, I could write a book. Trust
and
me.
I got stories that you would not be. How would you like to come home from a prayer meeting at 4:00 in the morning, open the door, and find out you're going to be in a video in New York and you're going to play a gangster?
It's typical.
I was stunned. It's 4 a.m. I was at a late prayer meeting, because we go to the diner afterwards. We have some food, we have some fellowship. We're just loving on one another and talking and stuff. And I walk in. I'm tired. I'm ready for sleep. I probably preached that day. And hey, Pastor Groove, come on. We're going to New York. We're gonna do a video. And I'm like, what? I had you might as well have woke me up from sleep. And, as I'm rubbing my eyes, you're telling me I'm going to play a gangster in a video, playing cards with another gangster, and get into a fight with them, and yelling at each other. And it ended up being the video at the end of the credits. So I
That's
thought,
funny.
oh my gosh, you got any stories?
Oh, yeah. He used to wake me up in the middle of the night. I'd be working, framing houses,
Uh-huh.
and he was running his studio on the other side of town.
Uh-huh.
And I'd get a call at 10:30 at night, and I'm ready to go to bed because I got to wake up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. and he's beeping the horn, and he's going, "Come on, Saf, you got to come outside. You got to come outside. We're going to get ice cream." I go out. He's got his T-Bird, and he's got that fake head on the hood of his car.
Oh my god.
And I get into the car, and there's 2 supermodels in the car with him.
Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
what's going on?
Oh my
You
goodness.
know, my hair's up like this. The time I had very long hair, but I was half asleep. And let's go. We're going to get ice cream. And we'd end up, Lord knows where, driving forever. And then that would turn into a total adventure that would last the whole weekend.
Oh,
You know, now we're going to go to Lake George, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to go there. We're going to.
oh my gosh. You were hijacked, right?
Oh yeah.
Hijacked. Absolutely hijacked. I think the first night that I came into the studio, actually, I came from church. I was dressed in a tie, and, pants, and I had a white shirt on. And it was my first day working over at the old studio. And, I was just coming in for a couple hours and stuff like that. The next thing I know, it's, the typical 4 a.m, still going. We're rebuilding the rack in the showcase room because it just was kind of, excuse me, it was kind of flopping and the wires were messed up and stuff. I'm in a suit and tie. The next thing I come out the next morning, everything's dirty, and it was like that was my introduction to the next 20 years of I can't tell you but I must say this. I still, to this day, because I do a lot of mentoring, I still, to this day, will quote Brian to the people that I speak to. I've quoted him in the pulpit. I've quoted him to people that I was, speaking into their lives at the time, mentoring, and saying things to them that were, and I have them who actually I introduced over to the studio who interned and then were hired. They didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. And he took them in and he trained them. He worked with them. He actually assisted me in whatever my kindness was to them. He extended kindness to them. And most of them, I would say 99% of them are successful in whatever they do in life and quote back to me things that they learned from him. Because that is, I don't mean to blow up his spot, but you can't help it. That is the type of leadership that this world is missing at this point. Stephen, you're a young man, right? You said you were what,
26.
26. You're 26 years old. What do you see in life, your experience in life, with, if you make a comparison to the understanding and wisdom and the knowledge of your father and people that are around our age in comparison, to your generation, do you find it antiquated and outdated and unnecessary, or do you find your generation lacking in the same things that brought success in the lives of your dad's generation, let's say?
I would definitely say, there are a lot of lessons to be learned from, the generations before us.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely can see that, a lot of things that I've seen, at least online and through just, experience alone, I think that there's definitely things, a work ethic and all of the difference in, just everyday life that we can learn from the past generations, and just overall use in our daily lives that like we can just keep learning from the past generation to just kind of build upon it and use it in a way to push ourselves forward. And I don't think that a lot of today's like generation kind of uses that experience.
Yes, yeah. And, as far as your own generation, I'm not really sure. I know there's a generation. I guess we're baby boomers. There's Generation X. Are you guys considered Z?
I think so.
Okay, well, from your age group, like your generation, and the years that you've grown up in, what is it that you think that your generation has that we can benefit from?
I think it's just like trying to use it in like in a balance, like try to balance like work and also just kind of like experiencing the world in itself. I think that a lot of our generation is trying to kind of balance all of that while being able to experience the world, experience different like just overall experiences, checking out different cultures and different like things altogether. I mean, a lot of people might not be into sports or something, but like everybody's getting together to watch like the World Cup right now.
Right.
And it's just going and exploring the different cultures and seeing other cultures kind of see our own and how like we've mixed everything together into like a melting pot kind of situation.
Right. Now, would you consider that to be wisdom, like wise? When I use the word wisdom in this context, I mean, applying good knowledge to any situation. Do you consider your generation to be a generation that is wise in their application of knowledge by definition?
I think it's like definitely using wisdom in a way to kind of be able to kind of work towards the future, like just using what we have already and just going into the future. I mean, I'd think that there is wisdom put into it, but somebody else might have another experience with just like not thinking that that's the case. But in my opinion, I definitely think that there is wisdom put into everybody, my generation's like use of like past experiences and everything.
Now,
Excuse me, sorry.
When you look at your generation, where you're at, from your perspective, what is the percentage that you would give from your own experience and observation? What is the percentage that you would say that where a certain amount of your generation is existentialism, which is no absolutes? Truth is something that is subjective, and I keep defaulting back to this, but it is a favorite subject of mine, where truth is subjective, and how I feel about it, existentialism is kind of like your truth is your truth, my truth is my truth, but it's still truth. And then the other side, where we've talked about before, with your dad especially, when we talk about truth by observation, truth that has standards and things that are foundational and absolute for any structural society to be sustained in surviving, especially if it's socially. What is the percentage that you would, if you had a split, not a direct split, but a percentage wise, in your span of generation, like what to what?
Honestly, I would probably say it's on the higher end for just like subjective. So I'd probably say like maybe more of like a 70-30.
Wow. Now, well,
I'm probably wrong on
no,
that.
no, no,
but-
no, no. Not in my opinion. You're not wrong in my opinion. Do you feel or believe that that is going to change in the years to come, especially right now where we're at, even politically, you know? And I can't get into politics too much. I'll lose my 501(c). But do you see that changing in the years for the better or for the worse? Because I hear of these little pockets of, especially around in your age group, of what we would call in the religious world revivals, where people of your generation are kind of returning in little pockets, and it spreads where there's this revival going on for mostly it starts with religious beliefs and theological changes in these little pockets of culture. And do you see it progressing or digressing?
I am hopeful that it's going to be progressing, that we do turn back to faith and everything. I believe that currently it is going towards that. From what I've seen, I'm very online, so I'm very kind of separate from it, but I've definitely, at least with experience with my friends and everything, it's kind of like a 50-50 split. So I think that seeing from my friends' perspectives of turning towards religion, I can definitely say that it is probably going to be heading towards that area of getting more towards faith and everything.
So you actually are experiencing and see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, my best friend
Yeah.
just recently became more religious, so that's the experience that I'm kind of going off of.
Okay, when you say, I want to get a little more, I mentioned to your dad before we started the broadcast, I mentioned to your dad that I like swimming with the sharks, and I like to swim beyond the buoy. So I want to investigate that word, religion, and kind of bring a definition to it, because I want to define really what we're talking about here. When we talk about religion, okay, there's a lot of, and I'm going to be just speaking from my opinion here. I'm not going to be dogmatic about it in absolute, although I could be, but I'm, for the sake of argument, I'm going to kind of stay away from that. But just kind of draw a little definition between what is religious. Religion is always something that is descriptive of, many different religions. They could be esoteric, meaning, and it could get into existentialism also. Your religion is your religion, my religion is my religion. You could be a Buddhist, you could be a Christian, you could be a, Muslim, you could be this, that, and everything, but all roads meet to God. That is the religious aspect. But when you come down to especially biblical theology, you're talking about the person of Jesus Christ, who said, not I have the truth, but I am the truth. And use the same phrasings that were in the Old Testament, where Moses asked, the angel that was in the bush, and there was an angel in there. It wasn't just a burning bush. There was an angel in there, according to other biblical accounts. What is your name? And the word that came forth was, I am. And then you find Jesus in the Gospels referring to himself and giving definition to all these I ams. I am the way, the truth, and the life. So he brought definition to the name of God, which was I am. And so my point being here is that the person of Christ is very specific. So in religious thinking, we're talking about religion is defined as man reaching out to God in all his own goodness and works and trying to impress God as, look, I'm not a bad person. I don't kill anybody. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do the other thing. But Jesus raised the standard a little bit. He said, he basically, well, if you don't kill anybody, that's not necessarily obeying the command anyway, because if you think in your heart murder, you've committed murder. Because it's not the action of murder that is only wrong, it's the motivation of murder that is wrong. So if you carry around a murderous heart, you are in violation of the entire law, So my point is this, that Christianity, which people lump together in religion, is not really religious. It's relational. It's a relationship with Christ whereby you, not by your works, impress God and save yourself or redeem yourself, but that God, by his work on the cross through his Son, reached out to you and did the work for you so that you could come to him in grace and in forgiveness. So your friend, I said all that to this point. When you talk about your friend finding religion, I have the suspicion that what he found was Christ.
Yes, definitely. I definitely did.
Has he shared his testimony with you and his experience?
Yeah, definitely. We're very close, and we like to kind of talk to each other whenever we're in need. But yeah, no, he's definitely talked about it. He's definitely shared with me his points and everything on religion, and he definitely found Jesus in that.
Wow. Now, do you find in your first impression of that, and Tom, I've not forgot about you. I have a whole.
That's okay. I'm enjoying this.
I have a whole series of questions for you.
That's good. I'm enjoying it though.
Have you found that in sharing with you his life and his testimony and his experience, how did that strike you at first? Did you think, oh no, here's a Jesus freak, he's gone over the wall, oh no, he's involved in a cult, did you experience that, or did you identify with it right away?
I definitely, at first, because, he usually, back in the day before everything, he wasn't as religious. He was, a little bit here and there, but now he, after he talked to me the one time about it, back, a year ago, I think, he even opened up about going to confession all the time and going to church and everything. And it's just at first I was oh, my experience with going to church and everything is a bit different,
right? And
I don't go to confession all the time, and he does,
right?
So it's it's a little bit different, but I would never say, oh, he's going too far with it.
Okay.
I think that it's his own thing. He needs to do it for himself, so I will support him with everything, and I will never say anything negative against him for being that way with Jesus.
So he communicated his experience and the gospel, let's say, well with you.
Yeah, definitely.
He did well. So Tom, let me ask you a question. How did you bring up Stephen? Is he your only son?
No, I have 2 older boys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 3 boys altogether.
Well, I that's awesome. I could identify with 2 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 2 other siblings. I have 2 other siblings. So how did you bring up, you're being, in construction, that's That's a real manly thing, you know. So I assume that you were a great example for your boys, just in presence and in authority. You know, the male in the house is the authority figure. There's no doubt about that. But how did you convey moral conviction to your boys? Was it of a religious nature, or was it just do what I say?
A bit of both.
Okay.
A bit of both. I mean, just like Brian, we both had very strong dads.
Yeah, how I met him.
And they had a certain way about them.
Yeah.
I guess there was a lot of discipline, not physical discipline, but
Yes.
mental discipline, and taught us, you know, you had to work hard for everything. You had to go out and you know, be the man of the family and be the foundation of the family, so to speak.
Right. Okay.
Not to beat a dead horse, but
No, I like the way that you just brought that in. That was good.
at any rate, I'm a born again Christian. I have been for many, many years.
You're killing me.
Yeah. And
I'm talking to a brother.
with the boys, I tried to give them a bit of free will. I think it's important in their upbringing. I wanted to let them see, not to become worldly to a certain extent, to bear witness and to lead them in a certain direction. But I didn't want to do it through force. I wanted them to come to it. I wanted them to come to the conclusion that I came to. And not through suffering and not through sin or, you know, going down the wrong path, but of their own volition. Because I didn't think, you know, it's tough being a dad.
I hear you.
And I didn't want to be staunch about my beliefs and stick that on them, without them being able to come, again, of their own volition and their own free will to the Lord. I did some, you know, testifying and some witnessing and the like, but again, they needed to think, they needed to come to it on their own as well.
I have to say, Tom, both of you guys have been awesome, and you've actually, you know, the conversation was good. And now, as it says in Genesis, you know, God said it was good, it was good, it was good. And then at one point, when he created man and woman for man, he said, it is very good. That statement that you just shared with me is very good. Finding out that I'm actually speaking to a brother. And what I have to know from you right now is when I get into this mode where I'm speaking to people and ministering to them, you know, whether through a podcast or whether from a, you know, I always ask, is Pastor Groove preaching good? What do you say, Tom?
I think you're doing very, very good.
You think I'm doing very good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to take up an offering right now, neither. I'm not going to pass the basket. No, did you know that well, you wouldn't know this, but whenever I planted a couple churches, and whenever I plant a church, for the first year, everything is out of pocket, and then I never received a salary from any church that I pastored. I've only got housing. That's it. I never received a salary. I only got housing, and I made money like, well, working with Mr. Drago there, and doing lessons and videos at 4 o'clock in the morning and so on and so forth. But I am so pleased to hear that I'm speaking with someone that I can consider a brother. Would you mind sharing where you've attended, if you've fellowshipped in any other churches or house churches, or where your fellowship was at?
Years ago, it was in Paramus with Brother Charlie. That's what he called himself at the time, I believe.
Charlie Rizzo?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're a Nazarene.
Yeah.
You are a Nazarene. I love. I used to listen to Charlie Rizzo on the radio
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
WWDJ, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And a mutual friend of Brian we grew up with that
Yeah.
played in bands with us and stuff was actually brought me to the church.
Which was
A friend of ours, Jamie
oh okay.
Carfy. Yeah.
James
So
James Carfy.
yeah,
I went to church with a James Carfy.
probably the same guy.
He's a
We-
singer.
Yeah.
I know.
We played in the band with Brian and I.
I know. I was leading worship in a church called New Life Christian Fellowship down in the cemetery in Totowa, New Jersey. And Jim Carfy was singing before me. He used to go to that church. He would know the guys. He would know the pastors.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we have common friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's in Tennessee now. I talk to him just about every day.
Would you tell him that Mike Gentile, aka Pastor Groove, said hello?
Definitely.
Wow. Stephen,
Yes.
would you consider yourself or define yourself in the same, and I'm not going to say religion because now we got that defined. Would you define yourself in the same faith as your father? It's just something that you've embraced and accepted.
Oh yeah, definitely. I grew up believing in Jesus and God, and I will never give up my faith. I will never give up on that.
So that is, once again, foundational for you.
Oh, definitely.
So your house is built upon the rock.
Oh yeah.
That, and I always point this out. Notice in Jesus, his parable, that those that built their house on the sand, and those that built the house on the rock, that both storms were the same. Everybody receives storms. I'm going through my own personal storms right now. I'm waiting on things. I'm trusting God on things that, circumstantially, look, if I went by what I see around me, it could shake me. But because I have my house built upon a rock, the winds can blow, the storm can come, but it's not going to shake this house. And that's where my faith is. And I must say, I give a shout out to all the people that are around me at this time, that they've been helpful and supportive and encouraging, and I find a present help in time of need, not only with God and Jesus Christ, who at this point in my life is basically invisible, except for His Word that guides me, but the visibility that I have is I've seen the kindness and the love from the relationships that I have around me that have been supporting me at this time of need, and even doing this right now, giving me the ability and the platform to be able to share my heart and ask questions and meet people. And so this is an encouragement for me that takes me out of my world of temptation of despair. You guys know what I'm talking about when I talk about being tempted to be in a despair, in despair. Did you?
Tempted to be in despair?
Yeah, tempted to be in despair. Like, let me tell you something, guys. I don't get tempted with liquor, smoking, women. Like, all that stuff is it's all in the past. Like, I sail above the clouds. My temptation comes to right now is in the area of just give up. Just close your eyes and die. Don't try to, that's that's where I'm tempted. I'm tempted to throw in the towel. You ever can any either of you guys identify with that?
Oh
at all?
yeah, I think everybody can. But
I'm not alone.
tell me your story.
Definitely.
Tell me
I
your
mean,
story. Somebody
Tell
tell
your
me.
story.
What do you mean my story? I mean, with me, it's just like, I feel like that's just kind of like how everything is. Going through college, going through just schooling in general, you
Mhm.
just kind of go through life being tempted just to give up and to kind of like give in to just kind of going along with the flow and just kind of skating by instead of doing your best and all that. I
Nice.
mean, it's really just something that I try to fight against and try to like put my best foot forward and everything so
Wow.
that at the end of the day I can say that I didn't give up and I didn't let that temptation win.
Wow. Do you find, or no, because a lot of guys your age, and I'm not saying you because I don't know you that well, but I'm getting to know you. Do you find that you know personally, deep in your heart, whether if you call them dreams or whatever, do you find that you know what your purpose is in life? Like specifically, this is my purpose, my goal, my direction. Do you have a surety of that?
I think it's kind of just I don't think anybody has like a definite answer on what their purpose is,
I never
and I
heard-
think that's a journey that you have in life that you have to kind of find that answer.
So you would say you never will find it, or not yet?
I think I just need to go through life a little bit more, and I'm still only 26, so I think I have a little bit of more exploring in my journey.
Okay. What about you, Tom?
Um,
Have you at 66 or 66
66. Yeah.
have come to your purpose?
No. No, I don't think so. I think it's ever evolving, and it will be until I die.
Okay. All right. Now, I want to go over to real quick because we've been talking to Tom and we've been talking to Stephen, and I want to talk to the traveling minstrel, April. April, are you there?
I'm right here. Hello. How's it been? Hello?
April, are you there?
Yes.
Hey, Tom, is April there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay. So when April's ready, he can answer me very, very quickly. He can interrupt. So Tom, just to reiterate, your purpose is exactly what was your? I got a little distracted there for a minute. What was
Mhm.
your purpose that you could define for yourself?
My purpose is to serve the Lord.
Nice. Anything specific in the gift? In your gifting, do you have any specifics as far as?
I mean, I started as a musician very early on, and I tried to reach people through my songwriting.
Wow.
Got tempted to be a
Okay.
big star, a rock star, and
Wow.
drifted a little bit,
Wow.
and then gave up on that when
Okay.
time came, and went back into the trade that my father taught me, and try to meet people and share my experiences with everybody, and be a good person, be a good Christian.
Did
You know, lead by example.
Did you play in Charlie's band?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I know Charlie played too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, didn't Maranatha music
Yeah.
come from the Church of the Nazarene?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still listen to it to this day. Still listen to it. Okay. I believe we have April.
Hello.
April.
Hi.
I just recently met April. He's become one of my favorite people.
I'm really glad to hear that. Thank you.
Oh, dude,
Same as well, I could
would,
say.
I would I would take you any day as a your loyalty just oozes out of you. You just have this loyalty about you that is so kind. You are just a kind person, and you are a credit to your generation. And so anyway, you've heard a lot of the things that we discussed. You know, I know you've been listening. You haven't said much, but you've been listening. So what do you think about some of the things that have been said here tonight with Tom and Stephen and myself and the discussion?
Well, I mean, I was really intrigued with the perspective of, I guess, religion and construction.
Yes.
I live in a pretty religious household.
Define religion for me.
I would say Catholic.
Okay.
My mother, she goes to church pretty regularly,
Right.
and my dad, very religious as well. Very-
Same church.
Yeah, just the one nearby my house.
Okay.
But I will say, yeah, I definitely feel a relationship with, I guess, my surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, these places, they just give us the ability to connect and like have community. I think like one example I can think of is Matt's house, the sound guy.
Right.
We've been friends for a very long time, and I consider his home like almost like a second home to me.
Wow.
And a lot of people can actually say that. Although some people probably take too much for granted.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, in a way that's almost like feeling the presence of God. Just being able to connect with people and just live our lives and intertwined and, yeah, just love each other.
Do you? Let me ask you this question, and whether publicly or privately, I would eventually dig into you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to because I love to hear the heart of
Yeah.
people. I'm not a, you know, like I said, I swim with the sharks. I don't like shopping around, you know, on the surface. I want to know, what do you got in the back? You know, when I used to go to a music store, you know, I see everything out front. I was like, what you got in the back that you're not showing anybody? And they'll bring out something. So I'm going to dig into you. When you mentioned community,
Mhm.
and you used a key phrase for me, which said the presence of God. Have you ever experienced that presence of God outside of community, when there's no one else around and you're all by yourself, and you get that sense of loneliness, and yet it's possible that you might not be alone? Did you ever get that sense?
I would say yes.
Can you explain that or describe that?
I would say a lot of the times when it's just me by myself, I think a lot. You know, my internal monologue keeps running, but I think I've always had a feeling that there could be a listener on the other end. Pretty vague, but that's what I would say.
No, that's good enough. I see, you know, my relationship to you as something that is going to continue
Yeah.
to grow. So I'll dig a little deeper in the future. And but right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye to Tom, and goodbye to Stephen. Stephen, really nice talking with you, Tom.
Same here.
You guys have made my night. And I'm going to ask April to give us a closing song of grace. even if it's a instrumental. We're gonna hear April play some guitar for us as an outro. How's that, April? Is that okay?
Sounds good.
All right. God bless all of you. This is Pastor Groove. I'm signing off. See you next time.
This is Amazing Grace.